Good morning and welcome to today's episode. This is August 31st, 2020 in the early morning in the Pacific time zone. Welcome to today's episode. On today's episode, on today's episode, I am going to talk about the all-encompassing energy that everybody is almost categorically feeling right now. And I made some conclusions last week, and I don't remember whether I talked about them on the episode, but on these episodes. But what I did say to myself, at least last week, was, Mark, you realize that officially as of last week, because of what happened at the Republican convention, that you now live in a fascist country. And it's still sinking into people. I also think people are incredibly frightened that we won't be able to have even a close to an honest election. And the reason that I'm bringing this up today is that I noticed in the last few days, and particularly yesterday when I was in conversations with people, that there was an underlying energy going on that was palpable. And it's really a struggle to get through the day without thinking a lot about what is currently going on. And I talked about this recently, and it happened again this morning. The moment I woke up, I started thinking about what was going on. And, it was so encompassing that I didn't even remember to start doing my Ho'oponopono prayer to calm that ego mind that's reminding me that the shit is hitting the fan. A friend of mine, one of those people on Facebook that posts over and over and over again stuff that's going on, and quite frankly, I actually appreciate it. I get some of my news from Facebook, I have to admit it, but through reputable sources of people that I know. And one of the things that this person posted yesterday was that there was a recent survey of people 18 to 24, and that 25% of the people in that age group had seriously considered suicide in the last 30 days. And this is a continued theme that I talked about a week or so ago in regards to my age group, and particularly white men of my age group, which I would consider the age group that I'm talking about anywhere from 50 to 65, and I'm 64. And I bring this up not in the context of suicide, but in the context of the depth to which this is weighing on everybody. And once again, one of the things that is a theme in my life and in this channel is, what can I do to soothe myself about this? What can I do to soothe myself about this? Because if I don't do some amount of soothing, I become completely ineffective. I did soothing enough to do this video today, because if I had done the video without the soothing part, it would have not, it wouldn't have come across as well. I would be too much in my own stuff to carry any kind of message whatsoever. It's interesting. I, like everybody, are really struggling with this. However, talking about the actions that I've taken, I'm so clear that my practice, my daily practice of Ho'oponopono, has been the saving grace in this whole experience. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. That's the basic Ho'oponopono prayer. And I know that if I wasn't doing that on a daily basis, and if I wasn't doing the full Ho'opono ritual, shall we call it, every day, which includes writing and then praying over what's written and then ripping up the paper and throwing it in the trash. If I wasn't doing that, I'm very clear, first of all, I wouldn't be doing these videos. And second of all, I'm really clear that I would be in a deep state of depression right now. It's really interesting to me, because I feel that I have been in a depression quite a bit during this pandemic from the middle of March. I really believe that the majority of it has been sadness and grief. However, I also think that there, quite frankly, has been some amount of depression. And I think that that is probably true for a lot of people. So one of the things that came to me when I was talking yesterday was I was opening up a little bit of myself to offer the consideration of working with me. If you are out there and truly struggling, or even if you're not really truly struggling, but you resonate something about what I say, or would like some direction and assistance in regards to Ho'oponopono and how to get a little bit more into a space of peace, but not step completely away from the realities of what's going on. It frustrates me dramatically how so much of the quote-unquote transformational community wants to only focus on the positive, and I'm just not one of those people. I don't know whether I would consider myself a transformational person. I hope I don't. I really hope I'm not. But I am a person who knows how to listen. And I am a person who knows how to give soft direction when it's right. And so if that's something that fits for you, consider it. I invite you to send me a message and we can set something up. Now, I don't do it for free. However, at the moment, I am offering sliding scale. So, thank you so much for listening today. I don't know how to summarize this. I think the thing to do in terms of summarizing is to acknowledge that it's really the underlying vibration going on right now, the underlying energy. This collapse of the United States is destroying people. And how can I best manage that? And actually, I'm really surprised at how well I am managing this. And finally, I offer my services and my assistance. Thank you so much for listening. Bonjour.